Alright, welcome back. It's been a little while, but if you've been watching the Final Fantasy ones, you'll know the heat wave has been absolutely scorching over here in England, and it's been too hot to play with. Essentially, when it gets to that type of temperatures where it doesn't really usually get that hot, or especially not that hot for that amount of weeks, it's been over a month I think that we've had it. And whenever I play with that temperature, the PS4's doesn't really overheat, but it makes that big ass fan noise, and the thing gets hotter. The whole room just seems to get really hot, and I get sweaty, and I'm like, oh, I can't play in this. So I haven't been doing it. So you'll see, I did level up Albel. I've got Roger on because what am I doing now? I've got Roger on and as the leader because I'm gonna be trying to get the battle thing up again. I'm not really going for grinding. I did grinding already, but I always like to have it kind of full. I don't like to not have it full. So I don't think I need to go with Cliff just yet. You know, Cliff is really good being at the battle glitch because of his multiple punches. I might just go for it and just try and get it as soon as possible. Go on then. Let's put on Faith, take off Faith for Cliff. And then I'll go do that. I'm gonna carry on the story, but first I have some things that I want to do. I want to, at this point in the story, if you don't do anything and just do the main story, Nell, because of these, there's 3 optional, you get to choose one of your optional characters to stay with you. There's, Adria is not, sorry, let me just do it properly. Now, it may seem like Adria is optional, because you didn't have to recruit him in the way that I did, by going back into the palace and talking about Adria. So you could miss him then. He's missable in that first part, but later on, if you missed him then, he comes back, at like level 18 or whatever he was, which is pretty under-leveled at that point. He's a good character, but you can't actually recruit him to come with you. There's something that's going to happen. Not too long. It's not, I guess it's a spoiler, so I shouldn't say it, but something that's going to happen, you're going to have to choose. Oh, well, you don't have to. If you don't choose, you'll get Nell. Nell will join your group, your core group of Fate, Maria, and Cliff. They're your core players, core team, core story guys, whatever you want to call it. When something will happen and they'll have to kind of go do something, Nell will join them. If you don't do anything else, you just do the main story stuff. You can go and do something that I'm going to do, and it'll help you recruit Albel, who'll join your cause. And you could also do something for Roger, but I've never done Roger's, because I think the first time you have to do all of his little side mission stuff, which sounds fun, but I've never done it, and it seems like a pain in the ass to find all these books or something. I don't remember if I have to do it now. I might just have to go and talk to someone now, and I might need to do it later on as well. But yeah, we'll get Albel, because like I said, he's my favourite character. He wasn't going to be in this playthrough, as I mentioned in the last video. It was going to be Nell and another character that is not in the team at the moment. Yeah, it's going to go for them too, I think. I was thinking about Roger, but no, I decided not to in the end. It's just not really that good, I think, personally. Right. So, oh, and also we're going to get some cool weapons for now. Because even though we're not recruiting it, I really like to get these weapons. Because they're like, not the ultimate weapons, but some of the best weapons you can get. Hey, we got it. Now you just need to stick away. I thought I could get the... No, don't cheer up at mine, exactly. I guess I don't know. No. Run away, run away! There you go, Albel, kicking ass.
Leaders must always
Oh, landmines, okay, that's what I was trying to do. He runs around and he drops mines around, and they're kind of fun. They're not really powerful, and most of the time it doesn't seem to affect anyone. But I think that's plenty nice. Right, let's get our team in now. See, glad we took Cliff, because even though Albel is my favourite one, Cliff does the most DPS, damage per second. Who else did I have? Was it Adria? I think it was Adria, yeah. Let's go with Albel. If I was truly into grinding, I wouldn't choose Albel because he's a frontline fighter, and well, frankly, he's more likely to get hit than someone like a symbologist who heals from the back or attacks from his rear. Let's just face it. Show you oh, my destruction. Oh, that's not too close, too far away. I'm purposely trying not to get very close unless I need to. I like this, just a pretty much never-ending thing, and at the end of it, you can just do this. Oh, could have gone for a bit longer than I should have done. Ooh, got hit. And should have done to get the kill on it, but it lasts basically as long as your Fury lasts almost, as long as their health lasts. Freeze!
It doesn't matter how many maggots you've got. I'll crush them all.
Yeah, good. Got hit twice there, so that's dangerous. Now, I believe the first bit to get the items from now is in this. Excuse me. Sorry. Just gonna check on something, I'll be right back. Have a look at all the stats. I thought I could hear someone moving around the house and I was alone. But with the headphones on I can't even really be sure what it is. Apparently, probably just the wind. Got the windows open. So, yeah, I think it's here. We're gonna get the weapon for now. She's got some unfinished business in this place, I believe. Excuse me. This is the mansion. Oh, Albel. Adre, not Albel. The gods must love me to give me the opportunity to fight the reputable dragon Crossell. Yes, yes. It's not even definite. Ugh, why can't I speak? It's not even definite whether we're on this fit. It's not even definite whether we're fighting him or not. Can I speak? The guys also the same thing. What? Adre loves to fight. This Good move. Oh, I am. What's going on? This problem with our army, complete lack of women. That's just no good. Now those Aquarians, ooh, they had a. I have a beautiful commanding officer too. Now saying the same thing. Alrighty then. This is nothing. This way, when how do I get inside the building? Excuse me. To the world. Okay. Yeah, the world. Oh yeah, Count Walter's mansion. Dun, 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 dun. We had so many losses in that war. Most of the Storm Brigade has been dispatched to other parts of America. That's why this mansion is not as it was. I saw and told. I think this is materials. No, no, back. It's not one. Oh, it was a pig. No, let's test this out. Go and stop. Go and stop. Go and stop. Go and... That seems to be fun. Is it the Albels? Is Ellen moving? Well, it seems to be fine now. Ugh. I'm not doing that. I'll control the fucking up. If it's not I don't have time for you right now. 5 pixie knives, and I'm just gonna try and get through this area as quick as possible. There we go. Well, Neville's daughter, isn't it? I should guess as much. You look much like your father. We fought political prisoners just as... Are you satisfied now? You kept your promise. I've confirmed it myself. With this, the alliance between our two kingdoms is official at last. I would never lie in matters concerning faith between kingdoms. Of course, there are sometimes matters for which the entire truth can... Is that so? In all the kingdom of Aryglyph, you may appear to be the most noble of people, but you really are the most treacherous. Compared to you, that snake Vox was somewhat easier to read. You overestimate me. There's nothing more than the it's nothing more than the wisdom of A. But it doesn't. My babe. Oh, new password. Someone is playing online, yes I am. That doesn't matter. What matters is our conditions. Guaranteed freedom to spread the word of the Church of Apris, and the release of all those wrongly imprisoned, and formal punishment of the war crimes committed by Vox and his men. We'll be satisfied as long as these conditions are met. Well, thanks for your time. I'm short on time myself, so I must be off. Wait a moment. No matter how hurried you may be, there is always time to talk. You have no questions to ask about your father? No, nothing in particular. When your Storm Brigade attacked my father, he tried to divert the attention of your forces to himself so that as many of his men as possible could escape. He's not been seen since. I've heard at least that much from those who served under my father. Ultimately, I suppose he was killed. But such is the way of the battlefield. No matter how I might feel personally, I don't have the right to criticize what your people did, do I? It was I, personally, for your father. Still, of a mind to keep your criticisms to yourself? I stand before you as Nell Zelfa, and humble servant of Her Majesty the Queen, and do not intend to let personal feelings influence the fate of our kingdom. Yes, I understand. Your restraint is most impressive. Now that I know how you feel, I suppose you would not mind if I gave you something. Huh? This is... I believe they are known as the Blades of Yisun. They were the swords your father wielded. Daggers, probably. I was asked to give them to you once you became worthy of the honor. My father? But why? You wanted the swords for yourself, didn't you? There's no reason for you to abide by a promise no one else knew about, especially the one made with your foe. It was a promise made between two men of valor who crossed swords in a deadly duel to the death. How could I break my oath and still call myself a warrior? You do realize that there's no guarantee that these swords, daggers, whatever, won't once again be taken up and wielded against you and your kingdom. Will you still give them to me, knowing that? If it once again comes to that, I shall simply lay claim to them once more. Until the next time their keeper enters these halls in anger, it belongs to your kingdom. Alright then, I'll take my father's swords back, daggers, and I pray that we will never have to wield them against your kingdom again. Uh-oh, I need to hide. Blades of Yisun were obtained! It's a shame because I actually thought this time I'd get to use her a lot more. Plus 20 attack, so 240. I don't know if that's added on there, so is it 200 and now it's 220? Or I think that's added on top of what the base things are. Is it? I don't know. I think so. I think that's basically 220 plus 20, so it's 240, I think. That was, oh, I'm using them, that's why. Shoots powerful balls of ice. Ice. Alright, so I'm using the silver package for. Alright, now let's just check this room with Gary and hopefully that will open up Albel. This is the lava caves are. I had no intention of ever going near that place again. But I could make an exception. I'll go with you. Besides, I suspect that this has all been instigated by Walter, the old coot. If you think can't Walter, his lordship is in the next room over. Okay. These are all really the same thing. No treasure chests. Okay, let's get out of this glitchy room. Mansion. Hopefully, that'll solve all the problems. Next up, Albel's recruitment. Or loyalty, no, recruitment, because he's already in our party, but loyalty, I guess, would be the thing, because he's sticking with the party. Now, why are you guys looking to fight us again? We're in peace. We even have Albel Mox in our team. No damage, excellent.
Like a walk in the park.
Sure. Something like that. Get past these guys, will you? Yeah, this might be a kind of short video. I think I'm just going to do this with Albel. And I'll get to the first save point in the new area. And then I'll stop, I think. It's getting nearly time for food. Well, actually, the weather, I don't know why I just answered a question I asked in my own head, imagining that is what you're asking. I imagine in my head you're thinking, oh, is it because it's too hot? Is that why you're turning it off? Well, actually, no. Imagine the question that didn't come. The reason, what do you want? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't think it's possible to stand up to a battleship on a dragon. It just doesn't seem to make sense. Anyway, what was I saying? No, actually, the weather's been alright today and yesterday, and I'm thinking it's supposed to be not bad. Probably because it's been raining and got some thunderstorms around. I'm hoping that it's weird to say this is England, I'm hoping it means that the weather's going to be cooler. Because it's been absolutely boiling for so long. We need like to get aircon if it's going to continue like that. But that was easy.
Like a walk in the park.
But yeah, that's not the reason why I'm stopping pretty quickly. Stopping pretty quickly because it's food time and I'm kind of hungry. So I'm not sure how long I've been recording, maybe half an hour or something, you know? Hey, Andrea, I keep on calling you Albel. Well, we should return to the Beckwell Mountain path at once. Were we not headed to the Urza lava caves where Crocell dwells? How exciting, how very exciting! I know I'm inconsistent with voices, I forget what I'm supposed to be talking like, how I'm supposed to be talking. All my women are mostly going to be the same, either really high pitched and then like, or like this, which I know Mel is pretty much the same. I don't think it's possible to fight a Vendini battleship with such primitive means as a dragon. You and Cliff are the same. It's the same thing. So if you for some reason haven't played this game yet and completed it, and you just fancy and you're close to this point, or you just want to plan ahead and you want to know how to get Albel to recruit, then you, at this point after you've recruited him, go to the inn and spend a night. It's a pretty penny, but you should be able to afford it by now.
Who the...
Albel! What do you think you're trying to pull? That's dangerous!
It's not like I was trying to hit you. I was just testing my aim.
Just testing your aim?
Shut up and come over here, fool.
What's going on? What is it? It's the middle of the night.
So, you hate me?
What kind of question is that?
Just answer the question, fool.
All right.
Not really. An obvious
Not
answer,
really.
but yeah. As long as you say
Why
this, you'll
not?
be able to recruit him.
I've hurt lots of your friends. Shouldn't you hate me by now?
Yeah, but that was not your intention, was it? It was war, after all. It's true. It is kind of scary how obsessed you are. I guess you're one of those guys who has to prove himself by fighting. But the idea of only trying to be strong, it's something I can't do. And it's something I can't even relate to. But I don't think there's anything wrong with someone else living that way. And I have a feeling you won't just hurt people for no reason anymore.
But I could attack you right now, just like before.
It's all right. I trust you.
What a happy little world you live in. Dream on, fool. Dream on.
And there you go. That's Albel is insured to be in the team. I think if you do Roger's thing, he'll overwrite it because whoever's the newest one will overwrite it. But now we just missed out on Nell, I'm pretty sure for definite. Wow, last night was great fun, wasn't it? We'll always have rooms available for you, so please come and stay with us whenever you can. Was you watching us? Weird. I'm not saving it yet, I'm gonna go... Actually, I should save it, just in case something goes wrong, it crashes or whatever, then I've already got the blades, and I've got Albel recruited. This one. What am I doing? Right, so let's get our way back. Let's find our way home! Going back to Aerocliff, and we're gonna ride that dragon up to the entrance to the new area. Get a save point, and save the guy. And there'll be a few battles with a few mini dragons before we get to a save point, I'm sure. And there's an area where while I was grinding I kind of entered, and they gave me a little cutscene. It was really short, and I'll try and remember it as best I can when we get to where it should have been. It's essentially just something. I don't want to say it because I might say it wrong. I'm trying to think of it now. What I think they should have done. I mean, this is PS2 middle of the PS2 days, I think. I'm going north, I'm going down here. I'm going down here, I think. Middle of the PS2 era. So they could have done this. It would have been a little bit out of the box, I think, because I think this is kind of standard JRPG type of game. I think to be a little bit more interesting than what they could have done. I mean, this is a brilliant game, I love it. But what I think, just because I'm a huge fan of Albel, is my favourite character, as I said, what I think they could have done to make it really interesting, well, it could have been with other characters in their own personalities as well, but for Albel to fit his personality, because essentially now that we've gotten to the point when you take him out of the jail, he's never like the old Albel that you've met, and he hates the weak and fights them. He'll have an opinion on certain things now, and that opinion will be something like, oh, you're trash or something, but he won't ever act on it. He'll never be as he was before, which is a shame. But he's a great character to play with and everything. But what I think they should have done now, what I would have dug, is if at some point in the game it went to a village or one of the cities or something, and there was just a little cutscene, like a PA action or something that you run into and it just happens, and maybe there's a little brat talking to him, maybe a kid or maybe a teenager who's arrogant or something and trying to push him around, and he just loses his head and he kills a bunch of people. And it becomes a problem for a little bit. Maybe he has to leave the party and he gets arrested, or maybe he's fighting wildly and you have to, I don't know, you could just talk to him, talk him down as the dragon, talk him down or do something, you know, just something, a small thing. I'm not talking about a big 5 or 10 hour side quest, although that'd be cool, but I know that would be going too far. He's not the main character, he's a side character, I'm aware of that. Hello, Lord Albel told me to assist you. Yes, I did, I'm right here. I can take you as close as Beckle Mine as I can. Yeah, take me please. Take me! Take me! Hey, you're going without me, don't... Oh, let us know if you need another ride, anytime. Where am I going? This one, I think. Yeah, I was grinding those little hamster guys, they're good for XP. And I accidentally went into here, because when they die, they disappear, and then when you go through a thing, and I'd come back, and they'd reload, and they'd be there again, basically, and I could fight them again, endlessly. Right, so when I came in here the first time, accidentally, I forgot there was a little cutscene, and essentially it was all the characters going in and saying something along the lines of, wow, so this is the place where there's loads of dragons, and someone said, I heard there used to be a tribe of people who used to live peacefully with the dragons. I wonder how they did it. And that was essentially it. Alright, so let's go. Alright, here comes these little dragons. Now, I'm probably going to lose the bonus battle gauge because I'm going to mine this out. Ow, 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 see? No, it's already gone. They're not too difficult, but they've got like a big DPS breath thing, and so does the bigger flying dragon. It's got the ranged AoE thing. Oh, we're not using main attacks, cool. Yeah, we can do that. Continue. But yeah, they could have done it with other ones, like with Adria. I mean, I know it was added on there, but if they was doing this sort of thing, let's pretend, because this is never changing anything, the same things. You could have him, maybe, because he was sent to an island, Grilka or something, I can't remember. He was sent somewhere to subdue a rebellion or something, and this is why he was missing from the war, it's the excuse. You could actually have maybe a prisoner who captured and brought back with him escapes, and he has to go on a little side mission to find him. Just a little flavour, a little side quest, or a little PA action or something. It could even just be a cutscene of him saying, oh, maybe he goes to Aquaria, I think it is, Aquaria with the capital, and there's a guard, if you talk to him, it says, oh, Adria, that guy that you captured, he escaped, and then he's like, oh, maybe he'll head for this area, and then when you go to that area, you get another PA action where he captures him or something. Just a little cool scene like that. Little mini baby dragons now.
Looks like an even match.
I think you've got hit by it as well. Anyway. Yeah, for Albel, I don't think he needs one because he's not Albel, sorry. Asbel, no. What's his name? Philip. How can I can't think of his name? Asbel's tails off. No, one more. For Philip, I don't think he'd need one because he's the main character. The story's mostly about him and some others. So I don't think he would need a little side quest. A small black place. I think this is the way to go, so I'm going to see where the other way leads. Go away. Because we are actually looking for an item. Okay, I think it's here though. I can't remember exactly where. We are looking for an item either here or over here. Specific items that recruiting an inventor to help us create oil falcon, which adds 500 attack to weapons that synthesize on it, as I've spoken about before. But anyway, I'm gonna guess. As I was saying about adding side quest flavour to certain side characters. Now got quite a bit of character development in the earlier stages of the game, which doesn't really have pretty much anything else left, any story-wise dedicated to her, I don't think. I think that little scene with Walter we just saw was kind of like her end of character arc. It could be something nice, like maybe a couple of peer actions with her and the what's this? Comment just said, how did I get the other guy? I'm assuming you mean Albel? Or are you talking about Adre? Well, Adre is, well, if you're playing on PS4, you've automatically got the international version of the game. If you played it on PS2 years ago, Adre wasn't in, I think, the American one. He was in the European one, the English one that I've got in the UK. He was an additional character along with, I forgot her name, Cliff's friend, Mirage, I think it is, comes into it. If you're on about Albel, it just happens in the story. Let's see. Adre, yeah. Yeah, like I just said, you get in the international version. If you're playing on PS4, you've automatically got it. If you're American and you're playing on the old PS2 disc, I don't think he's included in it. In the UK one he was. But you automatically get him later on in the game if you can't avoid him, basically. But there's a little peer action that you can have. I think the second time you go to Aquarius, you can go into the Queen's Chamber and you get a little action where he's coming back from his mission and you can't remember the land's name, maybe Gulf or something. And yeah, he joins your team. Even if you tell him you don't want him to join the team, he's stubborn, he likes to fight. But yeah, it's a cool character. He's really slow, he doesn't really wear armour. But he's got some good access to high level magic early on. Symbology, not magic, whatever. If he gets deep freeze pretty early, you've got restoration, dark sphere. This is before you get access to other characters that use high levels symbology, so it's pretty good if you're into using all the magic and that, and I think he's a cool character. He will be leaving that for a while soon, but it's been with us for quite a while now. Yeah, it definitely, you could avoid the first time you recruit him like I did in the Queen's Chamber in Aquarius, but the second time later on in the game, I think it's disc 2 in the old PS2 game, you can't avoid it, he will join you in work taking no for an answer. Right. Where is that save point? I'm hungry. What do we have? Ah, hedgehog. Good for XP. Wish we had trip XP, but we don't need to do some grinding there. Oh, not triple XP. Let's see. Where's all the things? And the dark sphere. Instantly kills low HP. Low enough HP? No. All that big show, nothing happened. I think like Demi, if they've got 1/4 HP or something left, they just instantly die. Which is better for like bosses. I think it works on bosses. I don't really use it that much. I tend to go with straight up read on the screen by numbers. Now, it's this way to go here. I think I can probably find it. Yes. I'm looking for Albel's got a weapon in the chest somewhere. I don't think it's here. Let's go down. In the cave. bar caves. Oh, no, they're not.
Looks like an even match.
You can hit them.
Shotgun blast.
I forgot what I was talking about before. What was it? I think I was talking about my idea. But my idea of it would be cool to have some nice little side missions or peer actions to the other characters other than the main theme, like
It doesn't matter how many I'll crush them all.
to give them a little flavour. Talked about Albel, probably just a moment at one of the points in the game, just making him go crazy on someone and just killing a bunch of random people, because that's who he really is. People he thinks are weak and pathetic will say that below are fighting, but if they piss him off, they'll just straight up kill him. But he doesn't do that since you recruit them. There's quite a few of them now. Missed all of them. Oh nice, we got them all in deep freeze. So who else would there be? There'd be Cliff's actually in the story, so I'd say he doesn't need side stuff. He's already in the story quite a lot. Now, like I said earlier, Roger. Now Aiden, he's got his own little side quest already, but I just don't seem to like it, so I never actually do it. So he might already. We haven't got the flute yet. It's gigantic plane. Happy to. Right, so yeah, there's a special pipe type thing we can get later on that'll let us open those doors, but I can't do that now. And I can't break down these things with these ones, so I can't get to that chest. So, is there anything else in the other might be? But I don't think so. Is there anything down there? No. Alright. Excuse me. I'm hungry. Where's that save point? Ah, these guys are pretty good for XP, I think. I was at the battle bench getting in there. Oh, I can't believe I didn't kill him. Oh, I didn't get me. Oh, she's still there. Okay. Palm Destruction's usually good enough to take him out. Just a few hits. So what's over here? Let's check out over here. Oh, some chests there. Is this the area that leads to all the baby dragons? Is that what I'm trying to go? God, it's been so long since I've played this game. Ah, missed. Still? Oh dear, he had a lot more health than I thought he would. Who else could there be? Roger, Cliffs, Maria. No. I mean, actually, yeah, I think we could use some more information about her parents, because we're going to a lot of story with Fate's parents and some of things, and there's a couple of cutscenes with Maria's parents in there. I won't say in case you haven't seen it, I'll played it. Except that was wonderful, nice. And blueberries are always welcome. But yeah, I guess it would be nice to flesh out her parents a little bit more, because they do seem to be kind of just joined with the dad, and they could have been a little bit more sympathetic. Were they adopted? I don't remember. Was she adopted, I mean? I can't remember now. We'll find out. Or if she's adopted, then find out about her real parents, you know? The fight with dragons again! Not doing as much damage as I thought it would. Oh, I need to get a rock smash pretty quick. I think it's at least 250 damage. Attack, whatever.
That was fun.
We've got bonus cash. Not trip XP though. Alright. Is this? I think this is the area where we get caught by a dragon. Is it? Maybe not. Surround the grip.
An attack from behind? That's what you think. Shotgun!
Still not to kill. There we go. Start having me doubting your power, Albel.
Sidekick! It doesn't matter how many methods you've got. I'll crush them all.
Yeah, you said it. Ah, Misty Leah. There's enough to get for you. You're the inventor I keep talking about. I wonder if there's a way to save the souls dead. I don't have it. I can't remember what it is, but it's... Find it. Lead an item to recruiter. A good amount of good amount of what is it? Alchemy. The strength of the alchemy. If you watch it, yeah?
It doesn't matter how many methods you've got.
Oh man, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. Now left. All right. Let's go left. Left. This might be the item box for his weapon. Steel that, yes it is. Now, I'm pretty sure it's pretty powerful. So we've got 200 there, 300, that's 100 extra damage, that's good. A bit less hit, but we'll be fine with that. Yeah. There was another direction I know to go. Give me a save point, come on. Yes! And the zombie dragon's in there. Alright, I am vanished. So, I'm going to eat something as well. Skeleton. Never saw that before. Like a nuggets with dragon skeleton or something. Anyway. Alright, thanks for watching. What are you doing? There's a mini boss in that mini boss. Oh, I don't do anything. You'll get to watch fight a lot more. But you next time you get to watch. Alright. See yourself. Why did I say that now? This isn't like a PS4 game normally, and it cuts you off right there. It cuts me off here.